Hey everyone, it's Mini here. Welcome to my channel. So I want to tell you what happened to me. So I was COVID positive and I did not know, and I was walking around being COVID positive at least for 1 week. The good part is that I was wearing my mask. I did not know that I was COVID positive. And the reason why I'm doing this live is because I want to advocate for for these COVID-19 antigen home test kit to be available in supermarkets, in pharmacies, and so on, so that people can use them. So let me tell you what happened and how I found out that I was COVID positive. Um, I'm currently COVID negative, so I felt some pain, but I didn't have no fever. I did not had a sore throat or anything. I just felt a little achy, and I said, "This is weird. That why am I feeling a little achy?" So I had these, and I decided to do a test. And when I did the test, right away the result came. It showed up that I was positive. So I finished my quarantine period and everything, and I'm negative. Like I said, I had no symptoms like coughing, sore throat, fever, but I was COVID positive. So one of the things I'm advocating here is that these here can make life easier. I hope that the government make these available for people in the supermarkets, pharmacies, the pharmacies, and so on, so that people can access them and people can get tested. Because some people have symptoms, and like I said, I had no symptoms, but I was positive. I just felt achy, and I decided to get tested, and it came positive. And so others also, because there are people walking around coughing, having headaches. People are walking around all over. I see people coughing all over, and they're not wearing a mask. They don't care. But what they're not thinking is that they are spreading it. I ensure I quarantine and then retest it before I go about walking again. But this here, I would love I would love to see this test here be available in the supermarket and stores and so on. I am not sure why it's not available, but this came from overseas. I am not sure why it's not available, but I would love to see that that is available over the counter, so that people can have these tests and use them. Because a lot of people, I think, have COVID and they're passing it off as ordinary flu symptoms. And let me say is that I did not have any sore throat. I did not have any sore throat or any fever that my thermometer could have picked up. I did not have. I keep testing, but there wasn't any. And but the test came back. When I did this test at home, it was positive. So what I'm advocating is for the government ensure that these are these are available over the counter for people to use, and so that they can get themselves tested if they display any flu-like symptoms. I am not sure why it is not available. And to do a COVID test, it is expensive to do it privately. Why is this so? And when COVID is becoming a normal thing, I am not sure why it's so expensive to get a COVID test done. Even if you have to get a rapid test like this for in 15 minutes, and you really need this need the results, it takes 10,000 Guyana dollar. The ordinary person cannot afford 10,000 Guyana dollar to get a test in 10-15 minutes. Suppose you need to visit somebody or anything like that. So I am advocating for these rapid response tests to be available. The government should at least try and make them available and make testing easier with these home kits. They should at least have them in pharmacies and supermarket, because COVID is becoming it is prevalent, not becoming, it is prevalent. Like I said, I had it and I was walking around and not displaying any symptoms, but I'm okay. I'm negative right now, and that's good, so I can go about my normal thing. But people need to get tested. If I would advocate that if you have any symptoms, do not ignore it. Do not ignore it. You can very well have COVID and you don't know. So just like, oh, I had it and I was walking around and I did not know. So in order to prevent from infecting anybody, it is better to stay away. So I stayed away, and that is why I wasn't able to go to the housing expo and so on. I stayed away from people. I was isolated, so I did my isolation so well that even my little son, he didn't get it. So I would really recommend that the government try to see that these kinds of home test kit be available, so that people can have access to them. They can purchase it and get tested if they don't want to go around the place, or they're not sure whether they have COVID or not. So that is just my take, that is all I want to talk about today. So see you all later, and thanks for watching. So I'm advocating for these to be made available over the counter for purchase, so that people can do their testing at home if they don't want to go someplace else, or if they're living far. That's all I want to talk about, and see you all later, and thanks for listening. Bye.